Have you ever watched a movie that changes the way you see the world? A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood is definitely one of these movies. It was released in 2019. In this story, we meet two main characters.
This piece will be for an issue about heroes. Do you consider yourself a hero?
Lloyd Vogel, a journalist and investigative reporter, and Fred Rogers, the creator and host of a children's program. Fred Rogers is a real person, and the entire story is based on true events. It's a meeting of two very different worlds.
We are trying to give the world positive ways of dealing with their feelings.
Yeah? Like what?
There are many things you can do. You can play all the lowest keys on a piano at the same time.
Lloyd is a cynical and aggressive man with a painful past. He has a broken relationship with his alcoholic father and still carries the trauma of losing his mother at a young age. Then he meets Fred Rogers. From the very beginning, this meeting feels special. Fred Rogers, played by Tom Hanks, takes a real interest in Lloyd, not just in the interview they are doing, but in Lloyd's life. For example, he notices his black eye and asks about his family, his wife, and how he's really doing. For Lloyd, this kind of attention is unfamiliar. At first, he finds it unsettling and suspicious. The film takes us on a moving journey of transformation for the main character. I don't want to spoil what happens or where it leads, but trust me, it's worth watching. So after seeing this movie, 4 key lessons stayed with me, and I would like to share them with you. First lesson is gratitude. We live in a world full of reasons to complain and feel frustrated, unhappy, but if we pause and think about our lives, we can find so much to be grateful for. People, moments of our life, books, and even movies. Gratitude is a choice. We can focus on the negative, or we can look for goodness, beauty, and truth. In the film, Lloyd makes this shift, this choice from frustration to becoming someone with a transformed, grateful heart.
You love broken people. Like me.
Sometimes we have to ask for help, and that's okay.
Second lesson, presence. This transformation that I mentioned doesn't happen alone. It requires someone else, a friend, a spiritual guide, or a therapist who supports us and helps us to face the pain of our past. Of course, it's not easy. There is resistance, struggle, and fear of confronting what hurts, but the presence of another person can make all the difference. The third lesson, reconciliation. This movie shows how making peace with our past and inner struggles can transform our lives. It's about choosing kindness, seeing the good in others, and letting go of past hurts. Reconciliation means living in the present with love and purpose instead of being trapped in the pain of the past. And last but not least, the fourth lesson, a reflection of God's goodness. What struck me most was how Tom Hanks portrayed Fred Rogers. To me, it was like seeing a glimpse of God's goodness, Have you ever met someone whose kindness inspired you, someone whose goodness stayed with you? This movie feels like an invitation, not necessarily to become like Mr. Rogers, but to uncover the goodness God has placed within us. It's an invitation to share that goodness with others, to accompany them in their journey of transformation and healing.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Please won't you be my neighbor? Hello, neighbor.
Dear friends, I would love to hear your thoughts. What is a movie that is moving your soul? Drop your recommendations in the comments below. And I will see you in the next video blog, Movies with Soul. Thank you so much. Bye bye.